Come on!
Are you the one who could leave everything to see a live basketball match? Do you believe you know everything about this game? Maybe it's time to reconsider your thought. Hello viewers, welcome to B-Ball TV YouTube channel, where you learn everything about the game of basketball. Basketball fans usually have this perception that they know everything about the NBA. If you are one of those fans, you'll be amazed to learn about some NBA rules that only a few people knew existed. Are you feeling cheated? Relax. In today's video, I will talk about NBA rules you didn't know existed. To enhance your knowledge and learn everything about these rules, stay with us till the end to be amazed. Before we begin with the video, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified when I come back with a brand new video. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. 1. Do not spend much time before shooting your freebies. Most basketball coaches will tell a player that he needs to focus and get in peace with himself before shooting a free throw. The coaches usually say to a player to block all outside noise and focus mainly on the rock and the rim, but in reality, players should shoot quickly if they don't want to be penalized as well. Actually, basketball players have a maximum of 10 seconds after setting foot in the free throw line to make the actual throw. If he fails to do so, no points would be scored, and the defending team would receive the ball as a baseline out-of-bounds regular inbound. 2. Kick the ball from any part of your body except hands. More than kicking, the rule is actually regarding striking the ball. In simple words, any kind of intentional move that redirects the ball's movement other than regular usage of hands, dribbling, holding, passing, is considered striking. This means deliberate punching, striking, shoulder bumping, or using any body part intentionally to alter the ball's trajectory is regarded as a violation, and the ball is turned over. The punch rule was introduced due to the fans' safety. Imagine an absolute unit like Steven Adams or LeBron diving into the stands, while the only possible way to save it is to punch it. But he makes a full swing, misses the ball, and there's a skinny guy of 130 pounds enjoying his Pepsi on the receiving end of such a punch. 3. A big no to backboard shattering. Back in the day, basketball players were known for their backboard shattering abilities. The players like Daryl Dawkins looked like they had some issues with rims and the glass, forcing the league to make adjustments regarding the materials they used to build them. So, after fixing the backboards to prevent beasts like Shaquille O'Neal from breaking them once again, the league established a policy where players wouldn't be penalized if they hurt them during warm-ups. Nonetheless, if the backboard breaking happens during the game, the player would be assessed with technical foul but still can't be ejected. For that matter, under no circumstances. The foul won't count for a player total for that game or throughout the season. 4. NBA owners cannot be business partners. NBA players are quite wealthy, and many choose to invest a part of their wealth in another sports franchise. However, when Kevin Garnett decided to invest in AS Roma, the football club, he wasn't allowed to. Is that even possible? He wasn't allowed to because AS Roma's principal owner also owns a part of the Boston Celtics. This rule sounds really strange to me. I don't think anyone should have anything to do with what players are doing outside the game. After all, it's a free world. 5. Play with more than 6 fouls. Some players are pretty much sent to the hardwood just to commit personal fouls, while others are just naturally dirty or hustle a bit too harsh, constantly piling up personals and eventually being disqualified from the game after racking up their 6th. Nevertheless, if a basketball team has all their substitute players injured or disqualified, and they only have 5 players, but one of them also gets ejected due to a 6th foul, that player can stay on the court anyway, as no team can have less than 5 players. Still, every time one of those players commits another foul, the team will be assessed with a technical foul and a team foul. 6. Jump ball on the right side. Even though the jump ball is one of the most common situations basketball fans can witness during an NBA matchup, several things may go wrong. If the referee notices one or both players are lined up inappropriately before the jump ball, some penalties may be enforced. See, during the jump ball, players have to be correctly aligned towards the basket they're going to score on. And if they're not, referees can call a foul on one of the teams if he notices so before 24 seconds have gone by. If the referee detects it after 24 seconds have passed, they will just go on shooting to that basket and change sides later in the second half as usual. 7. 6th man rule. Back in the day, basketball coaches were quite sneaky and managed to send an occasional 6th man to the hardwood without referees noticing. And what's funnier about this rule is the fact that points scored will count if referees never noticed there were 6 players in the court before one of them is called back to the bench. Nonetheless, if the referee notices one team has one too many players in the court, the violating team will be assessed with an unsportsmanlike conduct technical foul, but that hasn't stopped the San Antonio Spurs Philadelphia 76ers from doing it recently. 8. Off the bounce shot. Although no one has really got injured through this move, yet the NBA has a rule in the books that states players shoot a shot that ended up bouncing in the hoop. The shot is considered legal as long as the ball bounces before the shot clock expires. However, if the ball is shot and a buzzer goes off and then the ball bounces and goes in, it's considered a dead ball. It'd be rare for this ever to happen, but it's a real rule. I must say that the person who managed to pull this off, as a rule, was maybe looking for the most incredible shots of all time, as long as they get it off before the clock expires. 9. The disaster draft. This is a rule that hopefully will never have to be used in the NBA. The rule states that if there were an accident where at least 5 players of a single NBA team die, there would be an emergency draft that allows the team to pick players to complete their roster from every other team in the league. In that case, each team could protect 5 players, and the affected team could draft the other players that are not covered by a team, 1 player per team. They can't take 2 unprotected players from the same roster. For instance, if this rule were in place in Division I football in 1958, Manchester United would have been able to draft players from the other teams in the division after Munich's disaster. 10. Timeouts are important. During NBA games, each team receives a total of 6 timeouts that they can use anywhere in the middle of the game. However, there's a catch. There is a rule stating that teams must use 4 of these 6 timeouts, and they must save at least 1 timeout for the 4th quarter. If they don't, the referee will call for a timeout and the team receives a technical foul. This rule has been kept in place so that TV networks airing the game can use the break to air commercials. With the last unique rule, we come to the end of this video. Which rule did you find really strange? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to share the video with your friends and family.